Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I just thought maybe just react some Cobra Kai theories. Now, I've seen some of the Cobra Kai theories, but I'm just going to pick the ones that I haven't watched. So, I think there's some theories that I haven't finished watching, so I'll just finish them. And if I end reaction videos like a couple of them, then maybe I'll let you guys join the stream if you guys want to. If you guys are there, because there has to be more people in this stream. But no, I can see one. Hold on. So I'm just gonna. Okay. We're going on to talking Cobra Kai. No, I've actually talked to this YouTuber during his live stream. He is a good YouTuber. Make sure you subscribe to him, guys. Turn notification. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Turn notification. And remember to like this video as well. It would mean a lot to me. So yeah, I've seen some of it, but I'm just going to watch it again. I didn't finish watching the whole part, but here we go. Hold on. Let me do something, guys. I need to turn the audio on. Okay, now we're good. Okay.
Take flight.
Oh, don't you hate the adverts?
Because
Hold on. How does it look on? Oh, right. So the full screen looks different because, that's okay.
Cobra Kai never dies.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Cobra Kai, a channel where we talk Cobra Kai, and today I will be discussing the 5 things I do not want to see.
Oh, this might not be a theory, but actually, I'll just react to this then.
In Cobra Kai Season 4. Now, before we get into the video, if you enjoyed content like this, like theories, news,
Oh, spoiler alert. Guys haven't watched it. Just don't bother. I don't recommend. Well, bother if you want.
everything Cobra Kai, make sure you smash that subscribe button as well as hitting the like button, and also
Just what I said, guys. Remember to subscribe to him. He's a good YouTuber. In my books. Yeah, and like his video. See you. There we go.
comment down below things you do not want to see in Season 4 of Cobra Kai. Now, the first thing I do not want to see happen in Season 4 of Cobra Kai is, more love triangles / drama with, Sam, Tori, Miguel, and Robbie.
That is quite interesting. Yeah. I just think it's the relationship of Sam and Miguel and Robbie and Tori. I don't find it interesting at all. I just want to know what happens between them, like the fights, all the drama. I mean, I don't think I was really into Sam and Robbie, Tori, and Miguel's relationship.
Now, there definitely is going to be some, teen drama between them, which is fine, but I don't want it to be too much about that. Like, I don't want a whole episode based on the drama between Sam, Tori, Miguel, and Robbie. Those type of drama scenes in the show are probably my least favorite. Like, Season 2, Episode 8 was a very, drama and love episode, and that's probably my least favorite episode of the whole series. Now, it looks like Tori and Robbie might get together, so I hope they just don't.
Yeah. I just feel like they just won't get together. But that would be surprising to see Robbie and Tori get together. But I don't know who Kyler would date. Sam has already dated Miguel in season 3. Yeah, Tori has dated Miguel in season 2 since Sam and Miguel broke up. But in season 3, Sam and Miguel got back together. So let me see if there's any comments in this live stream. No comments. Okay.
Get together just to make Sam and Miguel jealous, and then Sam.
Wait, what? Sam and Miguel jealous?
I hope they just don't get together just to make Sam and Miguel jealous, and then Sam
and Miguel jealous. Okay, one more time.
Probably my least favorite episode of the whole series. Now, it looks like Tori and Robbie might get together, so I hope they just don't get together just to make, Sam and Miguel jealous.
Yeah. Well, maybe it would happen. We've got to find out in season 4.
And Sam has feelings for Robbie, and then too much drama like that. I do think Sam still does have feelings for Robbie, but I hope it's not like she cheats on Miguel for Robbie, because then the fans will hate Sam even more than they already do.
I mean, people have been saying it's Sam's fault for the fight. I don't really blame Sam. Well, not for the fight, but with the cheating. Sam was drunk in season 2, episode 9. Yeah. Yeah, Tori did start the fight. She took matters into her own hands. And yeah, Robbie did say Sam made a mistake in season 3. But maybe she did make a mistake.
And then the other way around, I don't want, Miguel cheating on Sam with Tori. I feel like
I don't think that will happen.
it's too much drama and unnecessary for this type of show. The second thing I do not want to see in season 4 is Mike Barnes in season 4. Now, don't get me wrong, I really do want to see Mike Barnes come into Cobra Kai, the series, at one.
We all know Terry Silver is going to be in season 4, but don't think I want to see Mike Barnes in season 4. I think Tori will be like Mike Barnes in season 4 in the tournament. So yeah.
One point, but not this season. This season will be Terry Silver's season. I don't want any more, characters returning, even if we already see them, like Terry Silver series at one point, but not this season. Mike Barnes come into Cobra Kai, the series, at one point, but not this season. This season will be Terry Silver's season. I don't want any more, characters returning, even if we already see them. Like, I don't want Chosen or Kumiko or even Ali to come back this season, because I really want the main returning character. I want it to be focused on.
Oops, the audio just cut off.
Because I really want the main returning character. I want it to be focused on Terry Silver more than anyone. So I feel like if you.
Yeah. Everyone likes Terry Silver. I mean, he's one of my favourite villains in the Karate Kid franchise and the Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid are the same franchise. Yeah, most favourite. I think Chosen's my second favourite. Most of you guys don't know, I think Terry Silver used to work for Dynatox. It's like a nuclear place. It probably explains how he got rich. Maybe.
Bring in another big character like Mike Barnes, that will take away some of the excitement from Terry Silver. Now, like I said, I really hope we do see Mike Barnes further down the line, but not this season. I really want it to be only Terry Silver's season.
What you mean in season 5, Mike Barnes? You want Mike Barnes to be in season 5? I mean, if They do make season 5. Yeah. Yeah, this whole season. Maybe.
But I could definitely see Mike Barnes coming in season 5. Now, the third thing I do not want to see happen.
So you want to see Mike Barnes in season 5?
I want to see Mike Barnes coming in season. I really want it to be only Terry Silver's season. But I could definitely see Mike Barnes coming in season 5.
Oh, I knew it.
Now, the third thing I do not want to see happen in season 4 is Johnny and Daniel keep going on and off again with their dojos. Johnny and Daniel are definitely going to get in a few arguments about the dojo since they are now co-senseis with each other.
Yeah, they just kept on arguing with each other. They just didn't get along. Like, ever since that happened, when they first met, they did not get along in Karate Kid Part 1. But until season 1, they still didn't get along. Like, it's the past. No, Daniel tried to get along with Johnny in season 1, episode 1, when Johnny went into LaRusso's dealership. If I'm correct, then that's what it's called.
With each other, based on gi designs, where they should train, the littlest things.
I think for the gi designs, it should look really cool and really badass. I wonder what we'll have on it. I wonder what the colour will be. What do you guys think?
Senseis with each other, based on gi designs, where they should train, the littlest things. But I hope they don't just keep going back and forth for them, splitting up and coming back together, because I really hope they just stay together the whole season and realize who the real threat is, which is Kreese and now Silver.
Mm-hmm. No. It was confusing for me to find out who was the real bully. We all have seen this video. Well, not all of us, but some of us have seen this video which said Daniel's the real bully. I didn't really believe in him, the YouTuber. I didn't believe in him much. But I was going to say it's Johnny, but it's quite confusing.
So I feel like if they just keep breaking up or splitting apart and coming back again, it's just going to get annoying and overused. If they
I agree with you.
Split up once, that could be fine, and then they come back together right away. But I don't want them to keep going back and forth, especially during the tournament. I want them to be on the same side during the tournament. Now, the fourth thing I don't want to see in season 4 is Terry Silver being related to anyone. I do not want Terry Silver to be related to Tori or Miguel or anyone. Now, the writers are so creative, one of the most creative writers I've ever seen. So I feel like it's going to be so predictable to see Terry Silver be Tori's dad or Miguel's dad when they could bring him in such...
Let me play this again. Sorry guys, I just keep playing that again. Sometimes I'm not a good listener.
Most creative writers I've ever seen. So I feel like it's going to be so predictable to see Terry Silver be Tori's dad or Miguel's dad when they could bring him in.
I've heard that theory before. They say, some people are having a theory that Terry Silver is Miguel's dad, and some of them are saying, well, they're thinking that Ali is Tori's mom, but I didn't really believe that. I mean, whenever someone becomes a dad and son, they could have different surnames. I think it's because when they're not married, I think. Maybe.
such a better way. Also, like I said earlier, that would just bring so much more drama, and Miguel takes Silver's side over Johnny's side. But
That would be crazy. Yeah. Don't want to see Miguel as a bad person. Terry Silver really is a villain.
I really hope Terry Silver isn't related to anyone, and also I feel like that would have came up before, that Terry Silver is related to either Tori or Miguel. I feel like Kreese would have known that, but I really hope Terry Silver is not related to anyone. I made a whole video on this a while back if you want to check that out. And finally, the last thing I do not want to see in this season is any of the bad guys being redeemed this season. Now, this includes, Tori, Robbie, Kyler, Kreese, Silver. I want none of them to be redeemed this season at all. I feel like Cobra Kai is going to come in first place in the tournament and win the whole thing. So
Cobra Kai going to be in first place. Oh, I did say it was going to be Eagle Fang that's going to win it, but win. Jeez, guys, I said win. Excuse me. I'm not dyslexic. Oh, look. Oh, we have questions. What belt are you in karate in? How far are you away from reaching your black belt? Just 2 belts away. Yeah. He shows your bonsai tree. Of course. Yeah. See? Let me just water that. That's kind of too much. Okay, let's continue.
Cobra Kai is going to come in first place in the tournament and win the whole thing. So I feel like it's going to be so unnecessary to just, redeem Robbie there. And Robbie goes to Miyagi-Do right after that. I hope we keep all the bad guys bad this season. And
yeah, Robbie to son to Miyagi-Do. Should be a way of convincing Robbie to leave Cobra Kai, just because how bad Dojo is, because of how evil Dojo is. But I think if they're gonna convince Tori to leave Cobra Kai, I think it would be very challenging, and she's not going to believe any Miyagi-Fang students, senseis. So Tori will probably be Cobra Kai for life. Hawk did say that he's Cobra Kai for life, but he was wrong. He changed his mind.
Don't have any of them come back. I hope we keep all the bad guys bad this season and don't have any of them come back to the good side or even just become good for the first time. Honestly, I don't want Kreese to be redeemed at all, but I feel like Robbie and maybe Tori will be redeemed by the end of the series, but I really hope they keep that for, a later season and keep this season, like the bad guy season. Let them be out on top. Don't let the bad guys, switch to the good side. I feel that'll be very unnecessary for this season.
No, I think it would be boring to get the bad guys to join Miyagi-Fang. It would be very boring. Because if they do leave, like the rest of the students, I think it would just be Tori and it'll just be Silver and Kreese and Robbie. Oh, I gotta tell you guys something. In Cobra Kai Season 3, it reminded me of Revenge of the Sith. Robbie is like Anakin, Kreese is like Palpatine, and Johnny and Daniel are like Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan's only a one character. There isn't two Obi-Wans in the Star Wars franchise. Let's see some questions. No questions. Right.
But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Tell me what you do not want to see in Season 4 of Cobra Kai. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you know every time I upload. Follow my Instagram at Talking Cobra Kai YT. And remember, sweep the leg.
You have a problem with that?
What do I not want to see? It's quite tough, actually. Don't have anything to see. Well, actually, I do not want to see any dislocations like what Dimitri did, because I think it would go even worse, because, you know, just the more they do it, they'll just go to juvie. Now, I have a feeling that in the future, Chris could go to jail, could get arrested, maybe Terry Silver and Tori in the future, unless her mum is feeling okay. And yes, she does have dialysis, Tori's mum. Okay. What do you agree on? What's been your favourite Cobra Kai series so far and why? Season 3, because we got to see Johnny and Daniel get along with each other. I think in episode 10 of season 3, season 3 is the latest season, but I think they'd say that season 4 has been already filmed and it has been confirmed. Yeah. But I think I also like season 2. The fall was epic. Let's see. So other theories we should see. We guys see truth. Oh, let's watch that.
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently, which makes accomplishing your work goals easier.
Season 3 of Cobra Kai took us to a pretty dark place, but things are looking...
I'd say season 2 was the darkest, because the way Miguel fell off the balcony. But yeah, Hawk got revenge on the Miyagi-Dos and broke Dimitri's arm.
Looking up for Johnny and Daniel as we await season 4 of the series. Fans have been raving online about season 3, but theories have been circulating about how season 4 could play out. And many of these theories are crazy, but they may actually be true.
Is this the... Right.
Before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and ring the notification bell for more videos. The online fan communities have been boiling over with thoughts and theories about the upcoming season of the show. But a Reddit user named Nathan Wilson93 may have one of the most compelling theories that we have ever heard. He begins his theory by talking about Dimitri. When we first see Dimitri back in season 1, he is obviously a pretty awkward guy. He doesn't have many social skills, he seems pretty depressed, and lacks confidence in all aspects
He's depressed. He is happy sometimes, Dimitri.
of his life, though he will often use his intellect and reason to get himself out of all sorts of sticky situations. And this seems to be the only trait he has confidence in. This is great for him, but during season 2, we start to see him grow and mature as he begins to open up, though he doesn't really grow all that much overall. He ends up getting injured by Kreese and then sends him on a downward spiral,
Yeah, that's child abuse.
leading him to join the Miyagi-Do karate team. His confidence is still super low, and Daniel can't seem to help him out no matter what he does.
But I mean, Dimitri was taught good. Like, he did defeat Hawk in season 2, episode 10. And then Hawk did say Dimitri got lucky. But I think Dimitri will get better and better. See how that.
The lack of achievement stays with him throughout most of season 2. But as the season is winding down, we start to see a change in Dimitri. His character starts to grow bit by bit, and by season 3, he has a far better version of himself than he once was. By the time season 3 comes around, Dimitri has honed his skills and now has the confidence he needs to be able to fight with vengeance and skill. He is no longer reliant on his intellect alone, but also his ability to take on other fighters and show them what he is made of. He uses
I do love to see Dimitri get payback. Like on Kyla. Just like what Miguel did to Kyla. He got payback on Kyla. He whooped his ass twice, Miguel. He whooped Kyla's ass twice.
these skills to impress Yaz, leading to the two of them kissing.
Oh wait, Yaz is that's just isn't that a short name for Yasmin?
He uses these skills to impress Yaz, leading to the two of them kissing, something none of us would have ever expected. Nathan Wilson 93 says that this relationship will continue to be built on, and we will probably be seeing a lot more from Dimitri in season 4. He says, I theorize the Dimitri-Yaz relationship dynamic will be expanded upon. Maybe not getting much focus, but I predict that at first, Yaz will try to deny any form of association with Dimitri. But as season 4 progresses, Yaz will eventually be more open to the fact that she has a thing for Dimitri. Who knows if this theory will be correct, but I'd be down for seeing the two of them in a relationship. I've got to admit, their sudden interest in one another was a bit jarring at first, but it just makes sense. Nathan continued, regarding Dimitri's sudden jump from being too scared to defend, attack, or fight, to see him become more of a confident fighter, and not thinking about what he was doing was a big shock for me. That came out of nowhere, and him reuniting with Hulk. I'm interested in seeing what will become of this reunification. Honestly, I couldn't agree more with Nathan. The character development from Dimitri was far out of left field that none of us could have ever predicted it. Nathan finishes up his theory about season 4 by making a few predictions about what Johnny and Daniel will do now that they have agreed to team up and join forces. This could mean so many different things, but Nathan says, what I predict is that season 4 will focus more on the conflicts between the way Johnny teaches karate and the way Daniel teaches karate.
That would be interesting. Oh my god, voice crack. It'll be interesting to see Johnny and Daniel teaching the Miyagi Fine students. It might not work, but let's see what happens in season 4. Whether it's coming out this year or not.
I'm going to call it Kreese wins the tournament, and it becomes an all-out karate war of sorts, with Kreese and most of the other Cobra Kais ending up in jail. Robbie will either
That's what I was thinking. Cobra Kai's could end up in jail. Like, who's responsible for it? Kreese. Because as I said, there's no such thing as bad student, only bad teacher.
end up in jail or on the run. Daniel and Johnny are banned from teaching karate at all.
They're banned from teaching karate. I don't think Daniel would get banned from teaching karate. I mean, Robbie did kick Miguel off the second floor, but that was an accident. Robbie wasn't that kind of person at all. I sometimes feel sorry for Robbie, but he is becoming an arsehole, and he has become an arsehole in season 3, but I think he'll become more of an arsehole in season 4.
I'm calling it there. I've got to say, these are some pretty crazy theories, but they could all be true. I don't know about you, but I'd be down for seeing Johnny and Daniel finding ways to teach their students karate on the down low.
I mean, I want to see Daniel teach the Miyagi Fine students the pressure points that Chosen taught Daniel. And that would be very interesting if Daniel does teach Miyagi Fines the pressure points. Not in the tournament, just in the real fight as self-defense.
We all know that they will never give up karate, no matter what. Even if the police are involved and ban them from teaching. Maybe they will get together and form a secret underground teaching school? Hawk's hair color. The next theory is a bit strange, but hear a sound. What color do you think Hawk's hair will be?
Purple. We did see the photo of Jacob Bertrand, who plays Hawk, and he tried to hide his purple hair, but he failed to, so it was quite clear that they found purple hair in like 2 of these photos. Jacob was wearing the hat, and we did see purple hair through. Yeah, but the hat was just like there. So you had purple hair. This back bit. I mean, it's not really back, but he could still in different places. Let's see.
It shouldn't be a surprise that writers and showrunners do their best to incorporate little details throughout shows that can allude to what may happen next. This has been true for countless shows over the years.
We forgot to mention that Hawk's mohawk might be shaved off before he goes to juvie, because in juvie, I don't think they allow mohawks.
Years, but it may.
Hey, I'm Talon, and this is Rumpus, and I'm going to show you how to start an online t-shirt business. Let's go. First, go to
also be true for Hawk's hair, has been true for countless shows over the years, but it may also be true for Hawk's hair color. We know he has gone through a couple of different colors of dye throughout the series, but could there be more to this than meets the eye? Can his mohawk color actually predict the future of the series? This may sound totally nuts, but think back to season 1. Hawk was pretty shy and timid throughout the first few seasons. He was bullied for having a cleft lip, and he often let his bullies get the better of him.
Yeah. It was bullied for having a cleft lip, if that's what it's called. And season 3, Kyla did still said to Hawk that it's the kid with the lip. But then, as soon as Hawk beat up Brooks, Kyla ended up scared of Hawk, and well, I think he's still scared of Hawk. And Kyla did not call Hawk lip, the freaky lip, kid with the lip. And I think in season 4, I think whilst Kyla is scared of Hawk, and if Kyla starts to bully Dimitri again, I think Hawk and Dimitri, well, actually, what I was going to say is Dimitri will be taken by Hawk. Hawk will be Dimitri's bodyguard. That's what I think will happen. It would be very interesting because they made up with each other. So I think Hawk's going to stick up with Dimitri and like make sure nothing happens to Dimitri, and I think he'll always be there for Dimitri. Let's see, any comments? No.
It seems like he joined karate to give himself something to do and to help him learn how to fight back if the need ever popped up. Though, as he learned and honed his skill, his personality began to change. Hawk began to find the confidence that he never knew he had, and this led to some pretty incredible changes in his personality, many of which were not for the better. Hawk began to take on traits of the people he hated most, and rather than becoming a powerful advocate against bullying, he became the bully himself. This change is directly alluded to by his hair color changing from blue to red. The blue would have represented his emotions at the beginning of the show, shy, timid, and anxious. The red would show his feelings as the show progressed, angry, strong, and resentful. What color do you think his hair could be in season 3? Honestly, I have no idea.
Season 3. You've already seen Hawk colour. Did that guy change the title? Oh, no, it's in February.
Green, orange, purple? We will have to wait and see. But one thing...
I was thinking about changing the name for my channel. Like calling it Rainbow Hawk, and I did do an edit on Snapchat, a picture of Hawk and like have every colours on like the spike of his mohawk. And I could show you guys mohawk. Let's see. See if I have it, because now I've deleted some photos because of storage. Let's see. Yep, there's the photo. It looks terrible, does it? This might not be my profile picture. Okay.
Thing is for sure, whatever color it is, you can bet it will directly explain what his character may do next. Even with all of these rumors and theories, I think we can all agree that one thing is for sure. Sam and Tori will not be letting up on one another. These two have more differences than we can count, and they always seem to be at odds with one another. We fully...
Sam and Tori still hate each other. I think Tori is going to try to keep looking for Sam, and I don't think she'll never accept the fight will never be over. She still wants to fight Sam, but Tori lost the fight twice. She never beat Sam in a fight. But she always uses weapons every time she fights Sam. It's just crazy. She first up used the brass knuckles and then she moved on to nunchucks. Speaking of nunchucks, I've got nunchucks. Just do the foam. That's good too. Yep.
We expect these two to continue hashing things out in season 4. But we can't help but wonder if their relationship may meet a tragic end. If you recall Tori's words at the end of season 3, she shouted, "It's not over. This will never be over. You hear me?"
Then that explains how crazy she is.
Is it possible this could have been a threat? We know.
Well, of course it's a threat, because Tori has always threatened Sam. Well, she didn't always, but after Sam kissed Miguel, and then till Sam went back to school, Miguel, and Tori went to school as well. Tori decided to start a fight, Sam. And yes, she did threaten Sam. I think she's always going to threaten Sam. And I think Sam's not scared of Tori anymore.
These two have some serious differences, but I can't help but wonder if Tori may be plotting something much more sinister against Sam. Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. We just hope these two will eventually be able to set aside their differences, though that seems increasingly unlikely with each passing day. For now, that's all we can really say about season 4.
Actually, let's talk about Tori and Sam again. I think Tori could have killed Sam in that fight in season 2, episode 10, where Brass Knuckles, well, she almost tore Sam's face off. But I think also she could have killed Sam. I think Miguel could have died from that accident that Robbie kicked Miguel off of the balcony. Let's see.
There is so much that still needs to be explained, but we can only speculate what the writers may be up to. I'd love to see some of these theories.
I want to see the seems to be less dramatic. No, I just want to see a happy ending in Cobra Kai. And for the final season and for the final episode, there should be a happy ending. And if I said, whenever it's the final season and it's the final episode, would love to see the Cobra Kai dojo to be demolished, or maybe not demolished, but like sell it. And I wonder, like, just imagine like they put something really nice on the dojo, like put a rainbow on the door. I don't know. That would be cool.
Finally make their way onto the big screen. But at the end of the day, that's all they are. Theories. Let us know some of your wild theories for season 4, or some of the things you'd like to see happen, no matter how crazy they are. Share your thoughts with us in the comments below, and who knows, maybe you'll be right. But that's all for today. Be sure to hit that like button and ring the notification bell for more videos. We will catch you guys in the next one.
Cobra Kai theories. How Robbie Anakin will be team. Oh, this one's interesting. I've seen that type of theory before. I might have seen this one. I'll just watch this one.
Yes!
Hey-ya! Hey-ya! Oh, sorry. I was just practicing my karate. You know, because we're all
Did you even do karate? Did you see that? Do you even do karate?
obsessed with Cobra Kai right now, I thought it would be a good idea to learn some moves in case a school soccer game turns into an all-out karate brawl, because I'm still hanging around school soccer fields for some reason.
Football, not soccer.
Anyways, now that season 3 is over and we begin our agonizing wait for season 4, there's one big question on our minds. When is the next Karate Kid, Julie Pierce, returning? Well, the stage seems set now more than ever. How, you ask? Well, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. What do you think that Julie Pierce is up to now? You think after the events of the next Karate Kid, she went the whole Johnny and Daniel route by obsessing over a fight that happened more than 30 years ago? Probably not. No, Julie had a similar yet different experience when it came to her relationship to both Miyagi and karate in general. She was angrier than Daniel was.
My name is Julie.
And her training with Miyagi helped her control that aggression. But what had she been doing all this time, and how come we haven't heard about her yet? Daniel seems to talk about Miyagi every other second, so surely he must know about Julie Pierce, right?
I might agree with you. Daniel might know Julie Pierce. No, Julie Pierce had nothing to do with any 3 Karate Kid movies. Julie wanted to learn karate. She was taught by Mr. Miyagi, so I think I might agree with you. Daniel might know Julie.
Sure, let's just go ahead and forget the behind-the-scenes stuff of the show, probably not mentioning Julie in the past because 1, they weren't sure how long the show was going to go, 2, debating whether to bring in elements from the next Karate Kid, which was critically and commercially a failure, and 3, deciding whether to pay that pricey Hilary Swank money to have her appear, and instead just focus on the story element. If Daniel hasn't mentioned Julie at all before, there might be a chance that he had no idea of her existence, which opens the door to Daniel learning even more about his mentor in the coming seasons. But overall, would adding Julie into the story work right now? I say absolutely. Season 3 ended with Daniel and Johnny finally squashing their rivalry and agreeing to work together to take down the evil Kreese.
But if Julie returns and she becomes a sensei with Daniel and Johnny, I think that would work well. So Johnny thinks that his dojo won't lose the tournament, but I think Johnny has to be cautious about whether his dojo is going to lose the tournament or Cobra Kai is going to lose the tournament. Like the rest of the dojos, like Topanga, it would be good to have dual senseis. Like if they had like Chosen, Chosen would teach the Miyagi Fang students well, but don't think it would happen. I feel like it wouldn't happen. I don't see it happening.
Once and for all. I'm sure Johnny and Daniel will annoy each other as they train their students differently, but I think Daniel needs a new frenemy overall. And Julie would not only shake up the dynamic between Daniel and Johnny, but she might just hold the key to defeating Kreese forever. So how would this work? Well, the way I see it, Julie can bring 2 major things to the table. The first is her knowledge of Miyagi-Do. Julie originally learned from her father. who turned out to be Miyagi's very first student years before Daniel, and had a basic understanding that Miyagi helped mold. We might be in a situation next season where Daniel is having trouble adapting to Johnny's more aggressive style of teaching and can't find a way to really work with him.
I think Johnny's going to stop being aggressive. I think Daniel will teach Johnny that. Maybe. And I think Daniel might teach Johnny some balance. And yeah, there is a theory from Talking Cobra Kai that Daniel might teach Hawk some balance, because that would be a good idea. And for Robbie, whilst he's at Cobra Kai, I think he's going to lose all his balance in Cobra Kai.
Talking with someone like Julie could help him realize that you can still do Miyagi-Do and still have an aggressive stance in life. It's kind of what Chosen taught Daniel this season, and for Julie to appear and drive home that point would allow Daniel to grow more as a character. Plus, speaking of growth, Julie would definitely force Daniel to confront the Miyagi legacy. For years, Daniel has thought he was Miyagi's star
Confront the Miyagi legacy.
pupil and confront the Miyagi legacy. For years, Daniel has thought he was Miyagi's star pupil, and
I think Daniel is the star pupil of Miyagi-Do.
it's his responsibility to continue on those teachings. Finding out there's someone like Julie, who Miyagi also taught, would push Daniel into new territory. Like, let's play out a fun scenario right now. Best case, Julie is running her own karate dojo somewhere on the East Coast and instilling the principles that Miyagi taught her to the next generation. Plus, if we're still talking best scenario, Julie could bring her dojo to the West Coast to participate in the All Valley tournament and help Miyagi-Do defeat Cobra Kai. How cool would it be to see Johnny, Daniel, and Julie all together and encouraging their students to succeed? But what if she doesn't practice karate anymore? Maybe she went off and had a successful career somewhere and only practices her karate on special occasions.
I find it sad how someone in this franchise and like any other franchise leaving karate, it sounds emotional to me.
Could she still be important? Absolutely. If that's the case,
Yes, she could be important.
then Julie could teach both Daniel and Johnny that it's okay to move. If that's the case, then Julie could teach both Daniel and Johnny that it's okay to move on from the past. Karate
Yeah, move on to the past. I just didn't like how Daniel and Johnny was like. I didn't like Johnny. I didn't like how Johnny brought the past. Tell Miguel the story about him and Daniel, like how it all started, how the fight started.
Karate may have been a big part of her life when she was younger, and it helped her with her anger, but she was able to transition into a healthy adult life. I do think sometimes that's a lesson that both Daniel and Johnny need to learn, so having Julie be the one to teach it would be pretty perfect. But I guess before we go any further talking about how Julie can completely shake up Cobra Kai, we gotta ask ourselves that all-important question. Do the creators even want to bring Julie up? Based on their comments, I would say yes. John Hurwitz, one of the co-creators, has gone on record saying that every movie Miyagi has
Any character who has appeared in the Miyagi-verse, Karate Kid 1 and 4, has the potential to appear on Cobra Kai.
appeared in is officially canon, and they're always looking for ways to bring in characters from all of the films. This definitely is in reference to Julie Pierce, and Hurwitz said they have discussed the character before. But we'll have to wait and see if she'll return in the series, which to me sounds like code for when we were making the show on YouTube Red, there was no way we could afford Hilary Swank's Hollywood salary.
All right.
But now that the show is a major critical and commercial success for new home Netflix, this really shouldn't be a problem. Now that the show has proven to have legs, it can continue exploring all elements of the Miyagi-verse and build out a new story with Julie to both honor the character and also use her to help drive the story forward. That sounds like a win-win to me. So if I was a betting man, which I sometimes am, I would imagine we will definitely get a Julie Pierce appearance before the show hangs up its karate belt for good. Now, I know Christmas isn't for a while, but if I could ask for just one...
What about Movie Christmas? We all want it to come out earlier, but we don't want to spoil stuff. Netflix did say there was going to be a geeked week of season 4 of Cobra Kai, but we never get to see one. We only get to see the 3 cast playing a game. I think it was called Street Fighter, which we saw Sholo, Jacob, and Gianni. I think that's how you pronounce it, Gianni.
thing, I would love to see Daniel, Johnny, and Julie take on Kreese.
So would I.
And potentially Mike Barnes in an epic showdown. Come on, that would be amazing. Make it happen.
Of course it would. I mean, if Mike Barnes does return in season 4, then he would obviously join with Kreese and Silver. They'll just be trio senses. I think for the 3 versus 3 senses, I think it would be the Miyagi Fangs who would win this.
And Cobra Kai. Okay, I know that all this talk is about Julie, but I'm still holding out hope that somehow Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith can pop up somewhere and just utterly break the universe's time-space continuum.
Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. Yeah, they were in the 2010 version of Karate Kid, but they did Kung Fu. They didn't actually do Kung Fu. Well, actually, yeah, they did Kung Fu, but didn't do karate.
Maybe we could even have a karate versus Kung Fu fighting match. It'd be amazing. All right, fine.
Karate versus Kung Fu. I wonder who won.
And that might be a little bit too much, but a guy can dream, right?
A karate versus Kung Fu. There was this deleted scene that I've seen. Johnny tries to get the jiu-jitsu students to leave jiu-jitsu, and I think the reason why it got deleted is because it could have offended the people who do jiu-jitsu. It could be me for this moment. First, I'm going to start inviting people, because why not? If they want to have a conversation. Okay. Actually, how do you? Okay, let's see. We can have to wait for people. It has to be more. Okay. Let's look for. Oops. Right. Let's see. That's it for today, guys. We're just gonna wait a moment for people to join this live stream. If they do, I'm waiting for people to join. So, did you? Clipboard. Okay, guys. Now, I'm just going to end this live stream, but thanks for watching. And just remember to like and subscribe and turn on notifications and comment down below on your theories of Cobra Kai. I'm going to sweep the leg. Remember, cool it with the nerd shit, huh? So I just got these references. Bye.